globalizing or because of globalization. Those are second world to first world. Provide them, teach them, provide a job, and to the third world country, they have forgotten this is entirely humanity. But now, those independent media, mainstream media, those world corruption politicians try to change the game, but the problem is only political game, but not for people. Our two-party system is totally failure because they want to change, but they cannot provide the best plan for our world. Only benefit for those certain big corporations, not for the people. The real problem is that all of technologies provided to those pioneers from the first world country or second world country, the technology and engineering and innovations. But those of third world countries, they not appreciate because they're so greedy out of the world is need to work together. Our world is need to work together entirely human being. Not only for those of special interest groups, especially those of dictatorship countries. Those African countries got funding by World Bank for only under 1% interest rate. But those of greedy African leadership, some are bribery by the CCP. All of the African countries, they want to get funding by the China CCP dictatorship country, not the World Bank. Because our world is a mess up because they don't want to use US dollar currency with a center currency. But problem is they don't have a better solution for alternate universe currency. They don't want to pay back. That's the problem. They have debt. They don't want to pay back debt. It's not a way to do the business. You see, they deal with the CCP and Kenya president. They broken pledge all the trade in our world. That's because our world becomes messed up. And also our health system. Big donor is the Gates Foundation, and they manipulate World Health Organization. So World Health Organization supposed to take care of entirely human health, but now becomes some corporation special interest because they are funded by them, and then they keep quiet, and they don't talk about where is the resources, Wuhan laboratory, virus come from, and they get the function for that, and they don't talk about all the WHO officer. So they founding the WHO and had one of the most important, one of the not involved by the Gates Foundation or some or Pfizer or Lozo, Moderna, Lozo, big pharma. That's fair. That's only fair for the vaccinate, and we take time for that. It's not for because certain interest group they want to gain from the stock market, and they force digital certificate, force everyone have to take vaccinations. So that's real problem also. And those of all of trade in our world, that's messed up. And I don't think so. Kenya president, he's smart than anti-world leader. Most people in our world are blind. Those resulting in the inflation, all the cost is who gonna pay. It's all of the entirely world problem. Everyone have to pay for the tax. For example, I'm in Taiwan, I have to pay the tax to my government, and in USA also have to pay the tax for the US government, and in Africa, Kenya, the same thing. So all the things cost by the taxpayer, by the people, not lots of politicians. Okay, so end of especially Macron President Macron, I think he's something misleading. For he won against the dollar, but problem is he don't have a better plan for that, because maybe he bribed by the CCP. I believe that. So I think he's smart enough for handle lots of the international trade, that kind of things. Especially Yellen. Yellen, he's a brainless woman. This woman is totally, you cannot trust. She's bullshit. She's disqualified in the what is this, Treasury Department. It's terrible for that. However, and okay, so in this world, suppose people work together for help each other. It's not for the big corporation or special interests. That's what mess up. That's why our world is messed by big corporation. Lots of big pharma, big technologies country. Because government is bribed by them and listen to them. And they charge all the money to all of the people in the world. For example, when you use Google, use they charge you everything. Yeah, that's how it works. You go to the Facebook advertisement, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere the same thing. You know what I mean? So they're supposed to regulate loads of big tech, big pharma too. They should not allow loads of things happen in the world. And unfortunately, now our world leaders is blind. They don't talk about that big issue. They talk about only, they want to have like African one currency. So even you have a one currency, but if you want to have a world trade, why I bring the China and Taiwan to the World Trade Organization? But unfortunately, World Trade Organization dysfunction. They are corrupt. So they never about the balance of the deficit in the world. Because some country always lose money, some country always gain money. That becomes the trade war. Okay, this is unfair too. We need to have a war, and the United Nations is corrupt too. Because United Nations is one China policy. But this is not working. Because Taiwan is first member countries to found the United Nations is from Taiwan, Chiang Kai-shek, that time. Okay, so our world is messed up, and becomes they go to the bribe by the China CCP, those of dictatorship country. Okay, our world are messed up. Every country where lose the money for the trade of currency, because it's sweet currency for the control by dictatorship currency country, and especially CCP is not a world currency. They are not world currency, and they are control the currency. They are not freedom for the wire transfer everywhere. So our world are messed up, and every country will lose money for that, because you don't have a central currency, universal currency, justice, So we can switch the system to lots of we cannot switch lots of dictatorship country. Why so many debt stolen our money to the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin? Most people are losing money. Only the big scammer like SPF, that one guy, and Elon Musk gain the money, because Elon Musk is use the Bitcoin to buy Twitter and to control our freedom of speech, and he can algorithm the money, and the Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Amazon, so on. Those without the registration, so on. Without the registration, supervisor, administration, lots of politicians only gain their own interest. They don't care about the people. That's the reason. Okay, that's the reason.